All right, so here's what we do. Y'all tell me if you can see this or not. I'll start just in a 21 personnel. This is our base technique. Right? And I always draw a line to where the field is. So if I'm in a field sky.
Can you drop that down a little?
Good. And this is old school. I got very bad handwriting, so. All right, so the linebacker always to the field is our Sam. To the backer, to the boundaries, our Will. Again, the right side backer. Now in our defense, we have a field and a boundary outside backer. We try not to, so they don't know, but we've got a guy that plays better to the field, and a guy, so we'll keep that guy to the field all the time. The only guys that switch sides based on the front or never change sides is the Sam's always the field side backer, the Will's always the boundary side backer. Okay? So they have to know both A gap and B gap. So if we make a base call, and we make a field call, and we make a ringo, all right, that means our reduction is coming from the right-hand side. So in our base, he's stepping to 4-eye, visual key here, physical key there. He's stepping to a 6, okay, visual key here, physical key here. He's stepping to a shade, and both keys are there. He's stepping to a 5. And we tell them take a 45-degree step to where you're supposed to go, to that shoulder. Each one of them, hands on the breastplate. Right? So if this guy's stepping, these guys' inside hand will be on the breastplate, outside hand will be on the bicep. These guys, so their outside hands on the breastplate, inside hands looking to come here, bicep and protect themselves. Right? Again, like we tell linebackers in the last session, we tell those defensive linemen, get the breastplate and work your way up to the throat. Offensive line got to block or breathe, and they choose to breathe 90% of the time. Right? So if we do this ringo, this Sam's the A-gap player, he's the B-gap player, he's the 9 technique. So on movement, we're basically getting in an over front. So that's how we're bringing that 4th guy. All right, so who's the D-gap player? Who's the contain, the force? That safety comes down, and if it's 21 personnel, we want him outside about 3 by 3, outside that tight end, keying that tight end. Because if that tight end blocks down, his ass is going right now. We don't worry about anything else.
You're in cover 3 or cover 4?
We're in cover 3. If that's 21 personnel, I'm playing cover 3. There's no threat of 4 vertical. So that's our base technique. I'll do.
Visual key, are you saying that's where his eyes are?
Eyes are. He's attacking here, and he wants his hands on that tackle, but he's got to get his eyes. If that guy comes there, he's got to play the inside of his gap. So now he's got to really step back into that. All right, so once this visual key comes to him, and we say play the inside of your gap, he's got to step off the physical key. We want to try to hold on to it, but we got to get him to protect himself so he doesn't get washed out. Because if he stays on this guy, and we had that issue with our guy staying right here and him going real wide and this guy coming down, and they were just gashing the hell out of us. Right? That was our offense was doing that. And I was like, what the hell are we teaching that guy? He's got to step to the inside of his gap. He's got to step to his physical key, but see his visual key and react to his visual key.
Coach, why don't you have that guy reduce all the way down to 3?
That's our next call, because this is how we mix it up. So now I run angle.
That was called base?
That was just our base. So I don't say field base sky. I just say field sky, and everybody knows it's their base technique. Just like that. So I run angle. All right, let's keep the field over there. So now he's attacking the hip of the guard. He's attacking the hip of the tackle. And they're going. I mean, they are hitting that hip. So if this guy turns to him, right, he's going to hit him right in the mouth and stone him right there. He's going to do the same thing. Hit him right there and stone him. Right? He's now running a charge, A-gap charge. So he's not going to the shade. This guy is staying a 5 technique. So when we run angle, now we're going to the 3 technique. So it's just a mix-up in how we're doing things.
Just to change it up.
Just to change it up.
Is there any pro or cons or?
If a team's running like zone read, there's a big pro to it. Because and it really tells this backer he's a gap exchange guy. Because if he sees this right here, he knows he can go to the first open gap. Right? A lot of teams will run zone read and they'll do this, block out, let him read it, like we saw in that picture. He'll step outside it. We always got to have 2 guys for the zone read. Got to have a guy for the back in case he bends all the way back, and a guy for the quarterback.
If the guard tackle goes stepped out, do they rip underneath?
No, they're going to jam him right there, and that guy's got an easy read right there. Right? I got that coming up now. Right? So we got base and angle. Right? And I'll show you after I get the other one drawn up, I'll show you how we play zone read with these 2 calls.